Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Misner with ivanmisner.com, and today I want to talk about a concept I call garage to global. I literally took my business out of my garage and just above my garage to a global enterprise with 9,400 groups in more than 70 countries all around the world. How did I do that? Well, first and foremost, I created a plan. I had a plan that I applied over a long period of time. And what I want to do is share some of the lessons that I've learned in scaling my company and making it global. Look, even if you don't want to be global, but you want to have a larger company, that means you need to scale it. So today I'm going to give you 4 lessons that I've learned in taking my business literally from my garage to a global enterprise. The first is you have to learn how to work on the business, not just in the business. On the business, not just in the business. Now, the difference is on the business, you're managing it strategically. In the business is you're doing the work. You're doing the work yourself. Now, obviously, when you start a new business, you got to work in it a little bit too. I get that. You know, I was there. I was working in it for a long time. But the quicker you get to be working on the business, the more successful you're going to be. In the mid-'80s, I read this book, The E-Myth, by Michael Gerber. I urge you to read this book. It's now out in an additional, a new edition. I read the first one in the 80s, changed the way I ran BNI. I'd urge you to read that. Michael talks about working on the business, not in the business, and what that means. So take a look at that book. The second thing is to create systems. He also talks about creating systems and write the systems down, the processes down. You have to write these things down because teaching employees is a leaky bucket process. You teach somebody how to do something, some of the information leaks out. They teach somebody else, more information leaks out. And by the time you're at the 3rd or 4th generation of training, you've got a half a bucket of information. When that happens, people start throwing their own stuff in. And that's not good. It may not be what you want. And so you have to create systems, write it down, and teach people from that written material. That's one of the secrets, I believe, to the success of my company, BNI, becoming a global organization. Number 3 is a 2-part lesson that I learned. And here's the first part. You got to set goals. Now, I know people, they hear, oh, God, goals. You're talking about goals again. It's like bobblehead Ivan here, right? Yeah, I know. I got to set goals. And some people, some experts say, oh, well, you don't have to set goals. You do objectives or you do whatever. It's a goal. You cannot hit a target that you're not aiming at. You got to set goals. Here in this blog, I'll make sure that we have a link to another blog I did on how to set goals at 3 levels, 3 different levels of goals, which I like to do whenever possible. It's a great technique to use. We'll make sure to have a link to that other blog right here in this one. And number 4, the 4th thing I want to talk about in taking your business from garage to global is you have to learn how to delegate. You have to learn how to delegate effectively. So people don't know how to delegate effectively. And one of the things that you want to understand when you delegate is that you have to delegate both responsibility and authority. We delegate responsibility, but we don't delegate authority. Now, a couple of things happen when you delegate. Some people say, oh, I don't want to delegate because it takes more work to train them than to do it myself. Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It does for a little while. But when you train 2, 3, 4 people to do different functions, it takes less work. I know. I've been there. The key is that you have to delegate both responsibility and authority. Now, you don't delegate 100% of authority right now to a learner. You delegate a third, 33% authority, and then 50% authority, then 75% authority, and you may eventually delegate 90% authority. And look, this is important. Don't worry if people make a mistake. They will. It's inevitable. I consider that to be the tuition in teaching somebody, as long as they're making a mistake within their area of authority. I'm here to promise you, guarantee you, that if you want to build and scale a business, You have to learn how to delegate effectively, and delegating both responsibility and authority are critical. This is all part of the Garage to Global material that I'm working on right now for a future book. And it's going to be a long time before it comes out, but I'm working on the material now. I hope you enjoy that. There's more to come. This is Ivan Misner, founder of BNI with IvanMisner.com. Thanks for watching.